What is the point of Plymouth Rock?
Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock.
Like, it's a fucking rock.
I genuinely believe in the conspiracy theory that they have, that there's been multiple Plymouth Rocks, but they just kind of find one and carve the date into it.
Jack Ringenberg Media.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to the new episode of College Life Unscripted.
Yay!
This is the first one of the semester. Y'all haven't seen me since the Halloween episode.
It's because Ryhanna fell off the face of the fucking planet.
Let me go ahead and... Do we want to get into that right now?
Ooh.
Let me go ahead and reintroduce myself. I am a host, Ryhanna, and this is...
A host?
I'm a special guest that's here all the time, Ryhanna.
Basically. She's gotten replaced by two different people, John and Jack.
Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. But
Jinx, you owe me a soda. Okay, senpai. Okay. Anyway, so this episode is just gonna be semester updates. Last semester, the last 2 months, 3 months was hell for me. So I fell off the face of the earth. But I switched my major again.
low-key me as fuck.
I am now a social work major with a minor in counseling psychology. And at first I wanted to be what did I want to be? Music education. What the hell?
I thought you were
No, pre-med. Oh my god, Ryhanna, lock in. Holy shit. Okay.
You know when she goes from pre-wed?
Pre-wed?
Pre-med?
Okay, shut the fuck up. This is my update. So, my very first year here, I was pre-med. Then I switched it to music education. And then I was like, I don't want to make my hobby my life. I love music. I love music education. I love all the faculty of music education. But unfortunately, I was just like, maybe not. So then I switched it over to social work because I could work in a hospital and also work at a school. And my end goal is to help people. And I feel like social work, do what you love, but also do what's going to make you money and something that you're going to enjoy later in life. So that's why I switched to social work, because I can still help people while also being in the settings I would like to do without doing the hard stuff in those settings. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I get it. I completely understand.
Yeah, so now I'm social work. I start my day at 11, ended at 12.
She has one class.
No, I have 2 in-person classes. 2, technically 3 online, but it's great. I love it.
She has 1 in-person class a day.
So, damn, I didn't have a lot like I thought. That was my semester.
Well,
I could go into last semester.
No, we already did a last semester recap. You weren't here for it. It was me and Jack Ringenberg.
And you guys don't want to know.
So far, my semester, it's only Friday. We started on Monday. Has been pretty good. I've gone to all of my classes.
I'm fucking with you.
I've been to all of my classes.
Sorry.
Hey, can you quit interrupting me while I'm talking, please? Thank you. Okay, bye.
Go ahead.
Just like how it was freshman year, all by myself.
All by myself.
Literally. So far, the start of the semester has been pretty fine. It's been so windy and cold, and every building is 1 billion fucking degrees. I have a class in North Quad at 10 a.m. every morning.
I forgot to give my update. That is the most important update. in the world. I'm so sorry.
I'm still going.
No, edit. No. Shut the fuck up, okay?
Keep this part.
Guys. I'm actually gonna start crying. I have a class in the business building. In the fucking business building. It's my longest class of the day. It's one of the 2 in-person classes. It is in the fucking... It's in a fucking business building. What am I supposed to do?
Can you tell them how that class went?
No.
Tell them why.
Got locked out the first day. Couldn't even go the fucking first day. This is why I hate the business building. I love you both, State. I'm sorry.
She's texting us in our group chat, and she goes, guys, wait, I low-key love the business building. Not even 10 seconds later, I shit you not, I fucking hate the business building. And then I'm like, why, girl? Like, what's wrong? And she goes, the class hadn't even started yet. That's what's crazy. And she got locked out of it. Like, she knocked and nobody came. Like, I'm reading it in the group chat, and I'm like,
I don't know if it was an accidental lock, but it's the fact that I knocked on the door and nobody got up. So I was just like, you wanna know what? I'm done. I'm already over this day. So I couldn't even go to class. I did have a meeting that morning that I emailed her about, so she knew I was going to be late. But when I talked to her after class on Thursday, she explained everything to me. It was kind of an accidental lockout. I was like, okay, period. Thanks, girl.
But I still knocked and nobody came to answer the door.
But we did take attendance that day.
So it's okay. Oh, but anyway, back to me. I have a 10 a.m. class at North Quad, which first day of class, Monday, not even 10 o'clock, 9:40 in the morning. I'm running through North Quad trying to find this class because it's in... So North Quad is 2 buildings put together, but the basements are not connected. And there's 2 separate basements. So there's an elevator over here and an elevator over here. Thank you.
Yes.
So I had to take the elevator over here, and I had to go down and then go around the hallway, whatever. The classroom that I was supposed to be in was completely full. The teacher was talking, and my dumbass just walks in, pulls a chair to the front, and just sits the fuck down. I don't know why.
I would have bullied you.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know what the fuck went through my head.
Yeah, I don't know either, because that was really fucking embarrassing.
Shut the hell up. A part of me thought that she had started class, like, 15 minutes early because she had the agenda up on the board. And then she starts talking, and she's like, okay, next class when I see you guys, we're going to keep going over this. And she's like, but your class is about to end here in about 4 minutes. And I shit you not, like, I'm facing her, and then I turned away and felt my face get, like, bright fucking red. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm sitting there waiting for her to finish talking. And right as she's done talking, she looks dead at me and points at me and goes, like, everybody's getting up and leaving. She's like, so what happened? I literally told her straight up, I said, I'm fucking stupid. That's what happened. And she goes, what? I said, I don't know why I just walked in and sat down. I don't know. But now I know that she has a class from 9 to 9:50. I just kind of assumed that she didn't because last semester...
Because you assume. Assuming makes an ass out of me and you. Sorry.
I don't know what that means.
Assuming makes an ass out of me and you.
Spell
assume.
ASSUME.
Assuming makes an ass out of me and you.
Anyway. But then she's taking attendance and she goes, Kayce? She goes, Kayce May? And I, like, raise my hand and she goes, oh, you poor thing. And I'm like, because she goes, I'm not going to get into it, but let's just say Kayce's going to be here for, like, an hour. And I'm like, girl, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, no. Me when I find out I'm going to be in class for an hour.
I fucking love that skeleton thing. But I'm sitting there, and the girl sitting next to me, I love her, by the way, Melina. Love you, diva. She just kind of looks at me, and I was like, fuck. But then Wednesday, I had that same professor, 10 a.m. I didn't get there early enough to interrupt her first class. I actually got there a minute before the class started. I walk in, it's pitch fucking black in that room. All the lights are off and the windows are open. And everybody's sitting in desks around in a circle around the room. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I sit next to the girl, Melina. And I'm sitting there on my phone. I get my laptop out. I'm just kind of looking around, and I look at the professor, and she's on her laptop. And I kind of looked at her, and I went, Melina, right? She goes, yeah. And I said, what the fuck are we fucking doing here? She's like, I'm going to be so honest, I have no idea. She's like, sometimes she does this. There was one time she did this, and she didn't show up for 15 minutes last semester because she had her last semester, too. And I was like, okay, cool. But other than that 10 a.m. class, so that one's 10 to 10:50, and then I don't have class again until 1. So from 11 to like 12:45, I either sit at the atrium or I go to the student center and eat with some friends. One time I went to the student center and then I went to the atrium, but I only ate at the student center. But yeah. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays I have 2 classes. But it sucks because it's from 12:30 to 1:45, and I have a 15-minute gap to get to my next class, which pisses me off because I thought these 2 psychology classes were in the same damn building. I was lied to. I also thought the one that was in the Burkhart building was 12:30 to 1:45, and the one that was in the Communications and David Letterman building was from 2 to 3:15. I get to the Communications and David Letterman building first. That way I can see where the classroom's at because I've never had a class in that building. And my coworker, actually, and I take that class together. And she's like, hey, girl, like, you ready for class? And I was like, yeah, but it's not until 2. And she's like, what? She's like, we take this class at 12:30. And I'm like, what? Bitch, turn that shit off. I knew you were planning something too because I looked over and you're like... But, so she's like, no, girl, we got this class at 12:30. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I had gotten there early, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go to the atrium and eat lunch. That was the day that she got locked out of that class. So she was at the atrium, and then Kira and then John and his friends had joined us. And then I was like, okay, guys, gotta go.
Oh, there it is.
Then poof, I disappeared. Oh, I didn't even mention this. So I have a class from 1 to 1:50 and then 2 to 2:50 every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 1 to 1:50s in Robert Bell, 2 to 2:50s in fucking Cooper Science. Do I tweak out, yes or no? The first day...
When you found out her class was in Cooper Science. Okay, I'm actually done. I'm so sorry. I'm done.
I just don't believe that.
I'm done. Go.
But the first day I got there a little early. I actually got there 2 minutes late because I couldn't find the room. But I asked the professor, I was like, hey, would you care if I got here late every single day? Because 10 minutes is not enough for me to walk from Robert Bell to Cooper Science. He goes, yeah, that's fine. He has a 1-star rating on Rate My Professor. So I took that class with that professor because...
He's hot and sexy.
Hell
I have
no.
no idea what he looks like. I'm sorry.
He just looks like a old man. That's what he looks like. He looks like a grandpa. I have to take that class for a credit. I can switch it if I want, but like I'm in it at this point, so I'm just gonna not. And I told my academic advisor, I was like, I don't want to be on campus any later than 3:30 because I work at 4 some days, and getting from the furthest building on campus, so like Cooper Science and the Burkhart building, to the commuter lot where my car is takes me like 10 to 15 minutes because sometimes I'll walk because I miss a bus and I'm like, fuh. But yeah, that's my semester recap so far. What else should we talk about?
My grandpa died on Christmas. My dad had a heart attack and surgery, and then I didn't know if I was going to come back to Ball State because they didn't accept my appeal yet. But I'm here. So obviously it got accepted. So I turned 20. We almost had his funeral on my birthday.
My winter break recap. So winter break was 3 weeks long. For that first week I stayed up here, and then for the last 2 weeks I went to my little hometown. I fucking hate my hometown. There's nothing to do there.
Wibbity,
Indiana. Crazy enough. Okay, so there is this little restaurant in Liberty called Jay's Dairy Inn, and every Wednesday they're closed because they don't have enough people. I came home on the wrong week because they were they're fucking closed for the next 2 weeks or whatever. Because the family goes on vacation.
Me, when family goes on vacation, like a family is should.
For like 3 weeks?
They're a family.
They go to like Jamaica or something. I don't know.
Wish that was me.
Don't leave.
You
want to
know what I did?
Wait,
during winter break?
Wait, let me.
Instead of going to Jamaica, I went to a funeral. So. How was your guys' Christmas? Yeah, my grandpa fucking died.
Oh my god.
Happy New Year's, guys.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit. It's 2026. Forgot about that. How was your guys' New Year's Eve?
Silly alpha.
I went to a funeral on New Year's Eve.
Oh my god.
Fell asleep when the ball dropped, so I didn't even get to see 2026. Neither did my grandpa, so got that in common. Turned 20 in 2025 though, so.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
New Year's Eve, I actually had to work, and then I was like, I'm not doing all that. So I did work anyway, but I worked, went home, and watched the Stranger Things finale with my mommy. Can I talk about that for a little bit? It's been out long enough that if you haven't seen it and you're like, oh my god, spoilers, shut the fuck up. That ending fucking sucked. Ryhanna did not watch Stranger Things, so...
I don't watch Stranger Things.
You're missing out, girl. You have to watch
Obviously, I'm not, because I heard that the finale was dog shit.
Yeah, but the other 4 seasons were really good.
No, I'm okay.
But I really enjoyed it. It was, like, low-key really sad. And then at one point, whenever Mike and his mom were talking, whenever he was late for graduation, I did, in fact, start crying. I was actually sobbing because I was like, damn, that's, like, becoming an adult. And, like, you just went through so much shit whenever you were in middle school and in high school. Your best friend went fucking missing. You think he's dead. He comes back. He's fucking possessed by a demon from a different dimension. And now you got to go through all this shit. Your girlfriend fucking killed herself. The girl that you first loved and that you had your first kiss with and that you cared for so much, poof, fucking gone. People are like, I don't like Kayce. She's, like, really sus, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't think she's sus. I just think that she, like, is trying to prove a point because those people in that military base were looking for her. I need lotion? Yeah. Bruh.
Sorry.
I got dry skin.
I know, I feel it.
Okay, go. Editor Jack, leave this part in.
I'm sorry.
But everybody was like, oh, Callie sus. And I'm like, no, low-key, I get it. Or Kayce, I don't know how to pronounce their names, sorry. But, like, she had a point, was that Elle was never going to live a peaceful life. I know that it shows in the end of the show, like, I believe that Elle is living in a distant...
No, keep going.
She's living in a distant land, and she is with 3 waterfalls or whatever.
Sorry, there's something on my cheek and I needed to check it.
Did you get on the fucking floor?
Yes, under the table so you guys could see. It was gross. Okay.
But, like, Elle was never gonna live a peaceful life. Like, even in California, like, granted she hit Angela in the face with a fucking roller skate. Deserved, by the way. But it wouldn't have happened, like, I don't know. If none of that shit would have happened to her, I think she would have been fine. But... like I said, Kayce had a point, so low-key it made sense, but everybody was like, I just don't think that she could have died that fast, or Kayce or whatever, and I was like, she got fucking shot, like, I think she died.
They aired out the room.
What?
They aired out the room.
They did, low-key. Elle made that one guy kill himself with his own gun.
I don't care why you guys watch Stranger Things. It's stupid. On to bigger, better things, Avatar. Who watched that? Jake Sully.
I didn't watch it, so...
You didn't?
No. I haven't watched any Avatar movies since the first one. You haven't watched any of Stranger Things, so...
Avatar is my favorite movie franchise of all time.
Probably
it always
can't see
comes
you in
out.
that
Shut the
camera.
fuck up. It always comes out right around my birthday, so I always go and see it on my birthday, and it's so good. Love Jake Sully. I wish Pandora was real. Fun fact, did you know that Avatar had an Avatar depression where people actually killed themselves because they wanted to be reborn in a world like Pandora? Did you know that Earth is a lot like Pandora, and if we would actually care and save our Earth, it'd be a lot like it. You wouldn't have to kill yourself. So, I love Avatar. Everything about it. I love Loak. He tried to kill himself too. I'm sorry. Soldier Boy. I love Jake Sully. Oh, I love Jake Sully. Oh,
I will admit, Jake Sully is...
Natieri. Oh, I need them both.
Both?
I need them both.
Both.
Yes.
I didn't watch it, so...
I will not come on to another College Life Unscripted episode if she doesn't watch it by the time that.
Swear?
Swear.
I guess I'm
I'll
never
keep
watching
that
it.
promise. And if you guys ever... Good. If you guys see the next episode that's without
Good.
me, just know it's because she hasn't watched it yet.
I'm busy.
And Jack, I'm being dead serious about that. If she has not watched it, I will not be on the next episode.
You're gonna forget about that the moment we leave.
I'm literally gonna put in my reminders right now.
Swear?
Yes, I'm being so dead ass about this. Jack, I'm not kidding. Okay. You have to watch both of them.
I don't want to.
Well, because you don't want me on an episode. Better figure it out.
I'm not watching that fucking movie. I don't want to. It's just not. I don't know. I can't sit and watch movies. It's like we watched that Stranger Things finale. It was 2 fucking hours long. Do you know how many times I paused it and got up? At least like 40. What?
What movie?
The finale for Stranger Things was 2 hours long. I got up and paused
Stranger
it.
Things is boring. I don't know why you even watch that anyway.
Maybe Avatar's boring. It's a bunch of fucking blue people that fight each other. You think I give a fuck?
Blue people that fight each other, first of all. Second of all, it's not just about that. It's about the experience. It's about the Avatar experience. It's about seeing Pandora for what it is. I see you.
Huh?
You have a little guru,
Anyway,
the little braid that comes out and it's like connecting to the mic, you know. I would feel the spirit of the mic. Well, no, it'd be more like a tree, but...
For the rest of Christmas break,
Taruk Makto?
I worked and
You don't know who Taruk Makto is?
no, I don't know who that is. No.
Daddy
Anyway.
with the fatty?
Oh my god.
Jake Sully, Taruk Makto.
I guess now I know who it is.
You don't know? You don't know Cortez?
No.
Oh, you're gonna like him. His little avatar body, they give him a skinny little waist.
They
Waist.
all have skinny little waists.
Oh, but his is... I think it can literally fit within my fingers.
Well, thank God he's not real.
Oh, I wish. Oh my god, I wish they were real. Jake wouldn't want me, but I still want Jake.
Shoot or shoot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Remember that, kids. Oh, but anyway, for the rest
Do you
of
think
break...
he'd want me?
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I want Jake Sully so bad. I want Natiri. Oh, I want Natiri bad. You see the way she worked that bow?
No.
Oh my god. No, you actually have to watch it. Let me finish making this reminder. Hold on.
Anyway, for the third time, for the rest of Christmas break, I worked, and then I had my birthday. Oh, and I also got a new tattoo. It sparkles.
Daily.
I want to get
And
more.
repeat never. It's going off at 10 a.m. every day.
I want to get them extended or fill it in like down here and stuff. And then like I want to get like a box kind of thing around my love, and then get it like filled in as quickly as possible.
There's my reminder for you guys. Proof.
Guess we're never seeing Ryhanna ever again. Last episode.
Yep. First and last.
Rihanna's gonna leave us while I finish talking about the finale. So after like the final like boss fight in the season finale, there was still like an hour left of the episode. And after like they got caught by the military, Elle killed herself, like there was 45 minutes left. And I'm sitting there thinking like, what the fuck could be after this? Like seriously. So I like that they played D&D one last time. And then Mike, so he kind of like made that up about Elle. A lot of people were like, oh no, she's alive. Like she's definitely alive. And I'm like, whenever Elle was talking to Mike in her head, or like through his head, she had told him to like tell them that she loved them and like tell them just something, you know? So I think that he made that up not only for the comfort of himself, but for the comfort of others. That's why they say, I believe that she's still alive. Even though they all watched what happened. So low-key, I'm just gonna assume that's what happened. And then Joyce and Hopper getting married. There is a theory, however, that the girl that was singing to them at the restaurant was Patty Newby. Now, there is a play based on whenever Henry Creel was younger. If you've not watched that play, I recommend it. I've also not watched it, but I've definitely seen a lot of clips about it. The main, like, military guy that Dr. K talks to, the one that Hopper and Elle kidnap, is Dr. Brenner in that play. So, sorry, she's right there. But in the play, so Raphael, whatever his name was like, we should give more context as to Henry's, like, upbringing and how he got those powers, because it didn't make any fucking sense. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. Dr. Brenner's father was he was on the ship, and he was trying to disguise the ship as to being invisible, that way they could attack. They ended up teleporting themselves to Dimension X. They got particles of the Mind Flayer and brought them back. Now, this was in Arizona. Dr. Brenner then wanted to study whatever the fuck this was. So, one of the scientists that was working with Dr. Brenner stole that and ran away. That's what we see in season 5 whenever that man is in the cave with that briefcase and Henry beats the shit out of him with a rock and kills him. Then, if you didn't watch the finale, not my fucking problem. But he takes whatever was out of that and he has that bullet hole in his hand, and that's how it gets into him. That is how the Mind Flayer takes over his body. That is what is discussed in the play. So we're up to this point. We don't see any of this until, well, you do. Season 4, there's a clip of younger Henry Creel getting tattooed by Papa. He's 1. So, whenever they moved to Hawkins, Henry's mom knew that he was fucking weird, so she'd beat him, which was weird. Wrong, also. So, like, they knew that there was something wrong with him, and at a certain point, he, like, goes to high school, and this is where he meets Patty Newby. Henry went to high school with Patty, Bob, Joyce, Hopper, the Harringtons, and then Ted and Karen, Mike's parents. So, Joyce, Hopper, and somebody else are trying to figure out why these animals are dying. Because all these animals are getting killed. Remember how Henry said that in season 4? He killed all these animals, that way he could get stronger. So, they're trying to figure that out. Henry and Patty, they're like this, all right? They're smooching it up, whatever. Something happens to Patty's dad, and Henry's trying to save him, but then he ends up, like, attacking him. I don't know. Patty's dad ends up in the hospital, and then that's whenever Papa steps in, and he's like, yo, big dog, you coming with me. So that's whenever Henry's mom gives Dr. Brenner the okay to beat him and torture him, because that's why we see it in season 4 whenever he's getting shocked and, like, electrocuted in the neck, because his mom was like, he's used to it, he's okay. That's why he killed her first, was because he didn't like her. Literally lifted her up in the air. Alice, I don't know why he killed Alice. I don't know what the point was, and I don't know why they pinned that all on his dad. Season 4, they said that the little boy died. Victor Creel said that. Actually, no. He was in the hospital. Papa declared him dead, but then took him because Victor didn't know that because Victor was in the psych ward or the insane asylum, whatever. Anyway, at a certain point in that play, Dr. Brenner is... Okay, so Henry's, like, holding himself off because he doesn't want to expose his full powers because of Patty. Something, like, she just helps him understand, like, who he is, and Dr. Brenner's like, yo, I'm gonna kill this bitch if you don't show me what you can do. So... Henry trips the fuck out, and that's why they put that little thing in his neck. That way he can't do that. Now, this all ties back into season 5. Will is at the hive mind, and he's talking to Henry through his brain. He's like, you were just like me, you're a vessel, like, you just have no point, you were a helpless little kid. Henry's like, no, I chose to do this, because he saw what was wrong with the world, which was that man trying to shoot him, that man shooting him, his mother beating him, Dr. Brenner doing all that shit to him. If none of that would have happened, Henry would have had a normal life. He wouldn't have became Mr. What's-It. He wouldn't have been kidnapping little kids, mind you. And yeah. So, my final opinion on season 5, it was good, but definitely could have used a lot more. There was a lot of scenes that were cut out. And the Duffers said in, like, interviews that everything, like, is up for interpretation, and a bunch of shit just happened off screen. But like I just said, a lot of stuff was cut out of episodes because we went from like an hour and 45-minute episodes to like an hour and 10 minutes. So what is missing out of those 30 minutes? Like what's in that 30 minutes that would very obviously be something that we're missing here? I don't know. So a lot of people, another thing, my last thing about this Stranger Things.
Thank God.
Everybody was upset because Byler didn't happen. Let me tell y'all. If you're best friends with someone, like, okay, me and Ryhanna, for example. I'm not gonna try and, like, if I know that they don't feel that way, I'm not gonna try and fiddle a relationship out of that. And a bunch of people were going fucking nuts because Byler did not happen. So Byler is Will and Michael, or Mike, Will Byers, Mike Wheeler. Mike and Will were best friends when, like, growing up. Mike approached Will first and was like, do you want to be friends? On the swings. And Will realized that Mike was his Tammy Thompson, like Robin said in her speech. So Tammy was the one that helped Robin figure out, like, who she was. But then she realized that Tammy was not the one. Mike was the one that helped Will realize who he was. But Mike was not the one. As we see in a post scene, like, that Mike is making, he's like, Will, the Wise, will be at a bar, and Will's boyfriend comes and sits down. And it's not Mike. People were fucking livid. I swear. I think it's a cute concept. I knew it wasn't gonna fucking happen. At one point, it did kind of worry me, though, because Mike just kind of sat there and he was like, whenever Will came out, and then they're standing on the tower and he's like, no, not friends. And Will's just kind of like,
friends.
That's what he says. But the way that
That's so cornball.
I know. The way that Will was just like,
that would have made me turn off the episode for the rest of my life.
But then the way that Mike was like, best friends, like Ryhanna just said.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I was like, oh, okay, period. But I think Will realized that Will.
I need to know who wrote that line.
The Duffers.
I just need to give them a hug. A hug or something that shows my gratitude for that corny ass line. Friends? Nah.
Best friends. It was so funny.
Go ahead and cut the cameras after that one.
One more thing. A lot of people were mad about Will's coming out. Let me explain this to y'all. That was Will's deepest secret. The boy did nothing wrong. Like, he was under surveillance 24/7 by his own mother. So obviously he didn't go out, do drugs, fuck bitches. Like, obviously he didn't do that. So that was his biggest secret, and a lot of people were like, it was so weird and rushed. And then the homophobes were like, oh, here goes Netflix making shit gay. Okay, first of all, it was also like 1989. So like that was, you know, people were just starting to learn to accept themselves and coming out. And also, like I said, that was Will's biggest secret, and Vecna uses your biggest secret against you, or your deepest secret. So
I
like,
wonder how he would have used that against him.
like, or like telling everyone, or telling Mike that Will was in love with him or something. I don't know, being evil like he usually is. But yeah, that I don't know. It just pissed me off, especially whenever people were like, "Fucking Netflix making shit gay." So shut the hell up. Sit the fuck down and watch the fucking show. You're already watching it, so just shut up. Because nobody gives a fuck. It's a TV show. Who the fuck cares? It was so fucking obvious that Will did not like girls. Specifically in season 3, after Mike and Eleven broke up, I dump your ass.
I dump your ass.
That poor girl. She did not know proper English, even if it hit her in the fucking face. But whenever Will got mad because Mike and Lucas didn't want to play D&D with him because that's all he wanted to do. This kid's had a fucked up childhood. Like, taken to a different dimension, possessed by a fucking demon. He's still possessed. He cannot catch a fucking break. And all he wants to do is play fucking Dungeons and Dragons. No, my girlfriend fucking broke up with me. Shut the hell up, Mike. Whenever Mike said, it's not my fault you don't like girls.
You're destroying everything, and for what? So you can swap spit with some stupid girl? Elle's not stupid. It's not my fault you don't like girls.
That's right then and there whenever I knew it because of the hurt on Will's face because he's like, oh, shit, yeah, I don't like girls. But yeah, it was just so obvious that I don't know how people were like, oh my god, he's gay. Ho, are you dead ass? Like, what? But yeah, that's all I have to say about Stranger Things. My husband's still alive, so it's okay. Steve Harrington. I want you bad. But yeah. Okay.
Hey guys. Oh. Hey. Miss me? That was
No.
an hour without me, so
It was not an hour.
damn near close. Hey everyone.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please make sure to leave a like and a rating or a comment. Let us know how your Christmas or your New Year's went.
Hopefully it was better than mine.
Right. Anyway,
Sorry.
but yeah, like, tell me what your favorite Christmas present was. I want to know. Also, give us ideas what you want to see this year on the show, because low-key, we don't have a fucking clue what we're going to talk about. We come here and talk about it 15 minutes before we film. So, Jack Ringenberg Media is sick and fucking tired of us doing that. We love you, Jack. But if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to subscribe, like, whatever. I said it already. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
College Life Unscripted is a production of Jack Ringenberg Media. The show is produced by me, Jack Ringenberg, Kayce May, and Ryhanna Salter. For more Jack Ringenberg Media content, visit us online at jackringenberg.com.
We killed Jack Ringenberg.
No, I'm like halfway there. Keep that in, Jack. Keep that in so you remember.